Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on my weight loss journey. Um, I thought about vlogging my way through it, but I didn't want to do that because I don't know. To me, it's not that interesting to people on a regular basis. I do tweet about every week at the meetings and so forth, but what I thought I'd do instead would be like monthly updates, that kind of thing. So anyway, my history kind of is, I don't come from good stock in terms of weight. My family's always been a little bit overweight. My parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, things like that. So it's genetic as well. However, in my younger years, when I was in the service and before I had kids and all that, I used to work out like a mad woman. I would run 2 miles and then I taught exercise classes. During the summer for about 3 years, I taught water aerobics 3 times a week, and I also taught step aerobics and floor aerobics 2 times a week, one class right after the other. And I was in the service. I was in the best shape of my life through my 20s. And then I started getting more serious about going to school. I was a late bloomer in school in terms of college, so started going to college, and I still had to work full time. We bought our first home when I got back from Desert Storm, and so basically I had to work full time and go to school. Did not have kids at the time, and life just kicked in, and little by little I kept gaining weight, and then I found out my thyroid stopped working after I'd already gained like 40 pounds, and didn't have time to work out because my hours at work were crazy, and I had a lot of great people that helped me out with school and helping me fill in and stuff like that. But anyway, before you know it, I was really overweight, and then by the time I graduated in, 1996, in September, I got pregnant with my first child. In October, I got out of the service for good. And then in December, I graduated from nursing school. So all that kind of happened all at once. And so I started a new job as a nurse, started a new career, and life just gets away from you, just gets ahead of you. And I've always yo-yo dieted. I've been on Weight Watchers before, and I've lost weight. It's really the only one that's ever helped, but I never stuck with it, and always gained everything back and then some. Well, fast forward a few years later, and then I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, or myofascial pain, and it's just really, and I also have chronic fatigue, and it's just really hard to deal with. So I do not do a lot of working out. I do try to walk every once in a while, but I don't work out a lot yet. I'm hoping that when more weight comes off, I'll be able to have a little bit more energy to do those things. But anyway, so about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I finally decided, you know what, I have to do something. I don't want my daughter or my son following in my footsteps. I'm not living a healthy example. I don't feel good about myself. And I want to feel good again. I want to fit into clothes. I'm not trying to be a supermodel. I'm not trying to be, Miss Skinny Mini. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. I'm just trying to be healthy, and I'm trying to feel good about myself. So I don't know if it's taken me this long to kind of get to that point. I don't know how this journey is going to go. I'm just taking it one day at a time. But so far it's going well. I have not gained anything. Every week I've lost some. So I was supposed to weigh in yesterday. I go to meetings every Saturday morning like clockwork, but I did not go yesterday morning. I just kind of felt that fatigue issue, and I was in bed all day yesterday. I felt like I needed it. However, I didn't waver from, my menu plan or anything like that. I stayed on it, and I will go to my meeting next week. It's just I wasn't up to it yesterday. So anyway, at this point, I believe this starts week 7, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, I've lost 10 pounds, which is wonderful. It's coming off slow, and that's the way to do it. I didn't gain it overnight. It's not going to come off overnight, and I don't care if it's slow or not, as long as it's moving in the right direction. So at this point, I'm 10 pounds down, and it feels good. I can feel it a little bit in the clothes that I wear and so forth. Do I get hungry? I do get hungry, but you know, I haven't gone crazy. There's been a couple days where I thought, you know what, today I didn't bring my lunch, and you know what, damn it, I'm going to go to McDonald's and I'm going to have some French fries and I'm going to have a bacon ranch sandwich. And I did, but I used my extra, I had saved up and I used my extra weekly points for that. So, I don't know, I just feel different about it this time. I feel like I'm doing well. I feel like if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to get healthy. So things just feel overall different to me. It feels good. So I hope to make monthly updates and show you guys how I'm doing. Maybe at the end of it all, I'll do a before and after picture and show you where I came from. I did start at 235 pounds, and I'm at 225, and I'm at 215 right now. Now, what I didn't mention was about 8 years ago, I also had the lap band done, and I was over 250 pounds, and I did get down to about 185, and then I just didn't stick with it, and I gained back up to 225. It's stupid. It's just so stupid, you know. Do I regret getting the band? No, because it still limits my intake, but I feel silly that I didn't follow through with it, that I went through all that. It's helping me a little bit now on my Weight Watchers journey, but it's not the primary thing that's helping me to lose the weight. I am following Weight Watchers as I'm supposed to, and that's what's doing it for me. So I have all the fluid taken out of my band at this time because I want to try to eat healthier, and I want to try to eat more vegetables, and I can't really tolerate a lot of vegetables if I've got fluid in my band. And so the band is completely empty, although it's still in place and still somewhat restrictive. So yeah, that's kind of my journey to this point. As I said, I'll try to do periodic updates on how I'm doing. I've had a lot of support from friends and family, and a lot of people out there on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and stuff, people that I've never met in person, but I consider my friends. You know, we've been hanging out online for a long time, so I've had a lot of support and love coming from them, and it's so appreciative, or so appreciated. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and thumbs up if you like it, and let me know how things are going for you if you're also on this journey, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.